Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Zola and today we're going to be doing a full body Pilates workout using the Magic Circle. If you don't have one of these, I will place a link to one in the description. It's a great Pilates prop to have. Let's stay standing to start. Have your heels together and your toes apart about 6 inches. We want to place the heels down and the entire ball of the foot presses into the mat, so you're not favoring the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot. Standing up nice and tall, shoulders down the back, arms reaching forward. Now we really want to feel the arms connected to the back this whole time. So reach the fingertips long, have the pads in the heels of the hands. And from here, just squeeze the circle using your back muscles, not just using the arms, and release. And again, squeeze the circle and release. And keep going, squeeze and release. Can you feel the squeeze also happening from your abdominals? So every time I squeeze, I pull in and up in the abdominals a little bit more. Good, squeeze from the back and open. Let's do 5 more of these. Press in for 5 and release. Press in for 4 and release. 3. How about we add that breath, right? Exhale to squeeze and inhale to open. One more time, exhale and inhale. Good. Reach the arms up to the ceiling, only lifting them as much as you can keep those arms connected to the back. Mine go about right here. Otherwise, the shoulders come up, the ribs stick out, and we don't want any of that. Continue pressing the circle on the exhale. Press and inhale to open. Now, while you're squeezing this circle, we're still thinking about the rest of the body. So again, can you lift up in your arches and really keep the balls of the feet heavy, the heels heavy? The knees going over your second 2 toes. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. 4 more of these. Exhale. From the back. 2 more. And 1. Good. Bring the arms down so they're below the shoulders. Good, the chest is open wide. You continue those presses. So the presses feel a little bit different in these positions with the arms forward or with them up or with them down. It feels a little bit different. The position of the arm is different, so a different part of the back has to work. And it's great. Good, again, exhale. Five more of these. Exhale to press. Strong arms. Keep them nice and long. Squeeze the back. 4. Squeeze for 3. 2. Can you stand up a little taller? And 1. And release. Now I'm going to turn to the side. You don't have to turn to the side, but we're going to place the circle behind the back. I'll turn all the way around. So the heels of the hand are still in the circle. My fingertips are reaching long. And then my shoulders are down, chest is open, but the front ribs stay closed. Squeeze. Now the squeeze is very hard in this position. If your circle does it, squeeze, don't get discouraged. Shoulders back. Let's do 5 more in this position. Squeeze, 5. 3. Can you stand up a little taller? 2. Squeeze, 1. And release. Good, come to the bottom of the mat, bring your circle in front of you, and let's lift the arms back up to the ceiling, fingertips reaching long. Now my feet are all the way together, big toes touching and ankles together. From here, I'm going to squat down. I'm sticking my seat back as far as I can and as close to the floor as I can without releasing the abdominals, and then stretch up. Good. Now let's bring it down a little faster. Shoulders down the back. Good, press down. And push up to lift. Good, keep those inner thighs squeezing on the way down and on the way up. And push. Let's do 3 more of these. 3, how low can you get your seat to the floor? And 2, try to not lift those heels off the floor. Let's do 1 more and just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Now from here, we're going to descend to the floor, keeping those legs together, and get as close as you can. Find control, get your seat as close as you can to the floor, and then I open the knees a little bit to let my seat come down. Alrighty, bring your feet together for half roll back. So your feet are flat on the floor, knees and feet are still together. Remember, weight across the entire ball of the feet and heels down. From here, curl the tailbone under, start to roll halfway back, maybe a little bit more if you're feeling strong today, but squeeze those inner thighs. And then roll it up. Sit up tall at the top. And again, curl the tailbone under so the pelvis moves first, right? Curl the tailbone under. It's like I'm reaching my low back to touch the mat, but it doesn't. And then bring yourself back up and sit up tall. Now from here, squeeze your circle 3 times. Remember, the arms are connected to the back, so squeeze from the back. 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, roll it halfway back. And then squeeze 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up, holding that squeeze. Sit up tall, squeeze again. 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, roll it back. Keep your feet heavy, pressing into the ground. Squeeze 3 times, press. 3, 2, 1. One more time like this, roll yourself up. Sit up tall to squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, round halfway back. And pause, squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, roll it up and sit up tall. Good, exhale, round halfway down again. Let's twist the ribs to the right, not the hips, not the knees. The lower body stays absolutely still. From here, lift the arms up to the ceiling and down. Again, the arms are connected to the back, so they only get to lift as high as they stay connected to the back. 2 more like this. Lift the arms up, keep the ribs twisted, maybe twist a little bit more, lift up, and down. 1 more time, lift and lower. Keep your half roll back, come center and then twist the other way. Pull the belly to the spine, lift the arms up. 5 and down. Take a peek at your knees, they should be the same height. Lift up for 4. Push the feet down into the floor. Can you find the back side of the legs? 3. Lift up for 2. Maybe twist the ribs a little bit more for this last one. Lift up for 1. And center the body. Roll yourself back up and sit up tall. Keep the arms reaching forward. Stretch the legs long. If you need to scooch back a little bit, feel free. And from here, like you're driving a car, take your circle so that one hand is on top of the other. So I did right hand on the bottom, left hand on the top to start. And as I do that, I'm gonna twist my body or kind of side bend the body. From here, roll down just the right side of the body. I'm gonna keep my chest lifted. My head does not go all the way down. At the bottom, I center the body, twist to the left. So my right hand is on top now. I roll up the left side of the body and center myself at the top. So keep the inner thighs and the legs squeezing. Alternate sides. So now my right hand goes on top. Remember, like I'm driving a car, my whole body goes, my whole upper body goes with me. Roll down the left side of the body, center yourself at the bottom. Left arm on top, roll up the right side of the body and center. Again, alternate, so other way. Roll down the right side of the body, center, keep the chest lifted, keep the abs strong. Roll up the left side of the body and center. Good, twist, roll it down. Good, switch sides, roll up the right side of the body. Good, one more time each side. Twist and roll it. One more time. Twist and roll it down. Twist the other way. Roll up the right side of the back and center. Roll all the way down the center of the back until your head is down. Good, and rest your arms. You can give it a little shake. Whew. And then from here, let's bend the knees and place the circle between the knees. You want them a little bit above the knees on the inner thighs, but like very close to the knees. So from here, the arms are long by your sides. And let's have it so your feet are about hip distance apart. It's hard to tell if you don't have a mirror, but just try to feel it out. From here, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze that circle, and hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Try to have a heavy tailbone in this position. So as you squeeze your circle, you don't want to curl the tailbone under. Keep the tailbone heavy as you squeeze and hold for 3, 2, let it shake, 1, and release. And again, deepen the abdominals as you squeeze the inner thighs. Heavy tailbone, hold 3, I'm shaking, 2, 1, and open. Again, squeeze and hold for 3, 2, 1, and open. One more time like this, squeeze and hold, 3, 2, 1, and open. Just a little faster, so we squeeze and open. 9, 8, squeeze, 6, 5, control the in, control the open, 3, 2, we're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release for a second, take a breath here. And then squeeze the legs again. I'm gonna place the left hand on the outside of my left thigh just to keep it stable. Right knee only opens out to the right. Right knee only closes. So the left leg stays completely still. Right knee opens, right knee closes. Good. Right knee opens. Can you deepen the abdominals to squeeze without tucking the tailbone? Open, exhale to close. One more time. Open, exhale, close. Good, pause here. Right hand to the outside of the right thigh, left arm is long, just open the left leg and squeeze to close. Just the left side moves, left leg opens, left leg closes. 2 more like that. Open and close. Open and close. Very good. Open. Take your circle in your hands. Let the soles of the feet come together and let the knees open out to the side to stretch those inner thighs. And the magic circle is going to go right back in the same place, still working those inner thighs. So if you need to stretch a little bit longer, pause the video if you need. But again, the feet are flat on the mat. And let's take the hands behind the head actually. Remember, so the arms are connected to the back still. So what you can do is open the elbows wide. Feel how everything is loosey-goosey. My arms are just there. Now pull the shoulder blades down the back. And as you do that, bring the elbows forward just a little bit so you can really feel them connected to the back of the body. Now from here, I'm going to crunch as I squeeze the circle, lengthening the back of the neck, like my hands are almost pulling my neck away from my shoulders, and then bring it down. And then squeeze to lift. You can inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. That tailbone is still heavy even as you crunch up. So don't curl that tailbone under to crunch up. Good, let's do one more like this. Squeeze. Now keep the circle squeezed. Don't move the legs, just 10 crunches with the squeeze of that magic circle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep squeezing, 4, 3, 2, stay lifted, squeeze the circle 10 times, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, lift a little higher, 2 and 1, and bring everything down, and one more time. Grab the circle, stretch your inner thighs. I also like to windshield wiper my legs. Internal and external rotation feels really good. And from here, I'm going to place the circle on the outer ankle. So place your feet through the hole of the circle and then press your outer ankles into the pads of the circle. Let's flex the feet and hands go behind hands go up to the ceiling. So arms are long, again, connected to the back. Flex the feet and make sure the legs are parallel here. So the knees are going right over the toes. Good. From here, keep pressing away. Keep the legs in tabletop as you lift. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. You got this. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now keeping the legs strong, lower the chest. This time as you lift the chest, stretch the legs to a high diagonal. Good, long legs. Bend the knees, lower the chest. And exhale to lift. Good, inhale to lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. One more time. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. I'm going to adjust my circle so it's more straight. Good. Keep the arms reaching. I'm going to lift the legs straight up to the ceiling as I lift the chest. Good. Let's do the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. I'm flexing my feet. My heels are stretching up to the ceiling, lengthening the backs of the legs. Inhale. Inhale. Now, if you can, start to lower your legs to your point of control. Keep pressing that circle away. Try to rip it apart. Working those outer hips. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend the knees and rest the head. Good. From here, release the circle. You can put it off to the side and just stretch your arms and legs in opposition. Sometimes those things can be a little hip flexory. Let's lengthen the tops of the legs, lengthen the arms. And flip over onto your stomach. Let's do a little extension. We did lots of flexion. Let's oppose that with some extension. Good. You're going to set the circle so one pad is up and one pad is down. And then you're going to place your hands on top of the pad, stacked. Squeeze the legs together as tight as you can. And you want to try to make sure the circle isn't going forward or back. And try to keep the shoulders plugged down the back, but bring your chest as far down as you can. That can be a big stretch for some people, but try to do your best in this one. It's actually a nice stretch. So keep that opposition, reaching the toes back, reaching the fingertips forward. I'm going to press the circle down more as I pull in and up in the belly and try to lift the chest. And then as I lower, I kind of release the circle. There's going to be a little bit of weight on that circle, so it's okay if it doesn't come all the way up. Again, press down as you lift. Pull up from the belly. Lengthen. Try to not crunch the low back. Easier said than done. And then bring it down. Good. And again, lift. Press down. And then lower it down. And again, lift. Keep those inner thighs squeezing. And bring it down. So we're going to add a little extra to this. Someone taught me this and it just feels so good. From here, start to lift. Keep your eyes lifting up. And then if you can, try to lift your head a little bit further up to the ceiling. You'll feel a really big stretch in the thoracic spine. And then eyes come down first. And then bring your chest down. One more time like that. Just that extra stretchy stretch. Reaching the legs long as you push down. Lift up. Keep the eyes going up towards the ceiling. You'll feel that extra stretch. Good. Eyes start to come down. Bring the chest down. Nice. Push back into a child's pose. Hips to heels. Reach your arms long. And let's go right back onto our bellies. Taking the circle and placing it between your ankles. an awkward position right here. Try to keep the legs parallel. Find those pads. There we go. And make sure the pads aren't on the ankle bones. You kind of want it on the fleshy part above the ankles, so we're not having any discomfort here. So the legs are hip distance, and try to squeeze that circle so that your legs aren't in that knock-knee position. You want the ankles and the knees sort of in the same line. So you already feel the glutes working to close that circle. So place your hands down on the mat, put your forehead on your hands, keep that squeeze. I'm gonna try to lift my thighs up to the ceiling and then bring them down. So this is a very large stretch for me because I'm very tight in my hips and my quads. But we're gonna try to push those heels up to the ceiling without arching the low back. So I'm still engaged in my abdominals in the front. Good. And push it up. I feel my glutes working like crazy. Good. Push it up. And down. Maybe your thigh bones lift a lot higher off of the mat than mine do. Maybe they don't. Either way is okay. Good. Keep going. Press. Press straight up. Let's do 5 more. 5. And 4, 3, 2, hold the 1. Now let's squeeze the circle 10 times. My thigh bones are lifted as high as they can go, and I'm going to squeeze 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And then squeeze 10 more times. 10, 9, can you lift the thigh bones a little higher? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze and hold. Good, thigh bones come down. Take that circle. Whew, my glutes are on fire from that. Going into another awkward position, I'm taking one pad, placing it where my hamstring and my glutes meet, and then the other pad goes under my heel. Now this position can be a little bit awkward. Sometimes the circle doesn't like to cooperate and it kind of gets away from you, but try to find this position. I'm going to place my head on top of my hands again, and just like a little hamstring curl, I'm going to pull my heel to my seat. So squeeze and squeeze. Now this hip bone, I'm trying to keep it pressing into the mat as best as I can, but again, I'm tight in the front of the hips, so it's hard for me, but my hamstrings are really working to squeeze the heel towards the seat. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now let's squeeze and hold. Just hold that squeeze, hold it, and again, 10 more squeezes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze and hold. Try to push the hip bones into the mat and release, switch sides. So right where the glute and the hamstring meets, find the heel on that other pad. If you need to flex your foot, if that feels better for you, feel free. I'm going to point my foot and then pull my heel to my seat. Push the hip bone down. 10. Squeeze. 9. Oh, this side feels much different, a little stronger. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold. And then we do another set. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold. Whew, and release. Beautiful. Come back onto your back. And let's use our magic circle to take a little stretch, because that is intense on at least my hamstrings. I'm going to start with the left leg. So I'm placing the ball of the foot on the pad and stretching that leg up. If you need to bend your opposite knee, feel free. Just enjoy the stretch. Use the pad to push the ball of the foot down and push the heel up. And really find that active stretch. So I'm actively flexing the foot, reaching up in the back of the leg. And make sure you're breathing while you're here. And let's gently start to take the leg over across the body. Only as much as your hip can stay down. And you can really feel the outside of that leg working. And bring it back to center. Maybe pull it a little bit closer. Good, bend that knee, let's switch sides. Good, really feel the heel reaching up to the ceiling, lengthening the back side of that leg. And gently let the leg cross over the midline of the body. Keep that hip down as best as you can. You can really feel that stretch. Good, bring it center. Maybe stretch a little bit more, a little deeper. Good, bend that knee. Keep the circle in your hands. Let's do some shoulder bridge. We'll keep the legs hip distance to start. Reach the arms straight up to the ceiling. Again, finding that connection of the arms to the back. Squeeze the circle just a little bit, just so that your back body is engaged, nothing crazy. And start to roll the hips off of the mat. So curl the tailbone under and peel the spine up, making sure not to arch in the back. If you feel any pressure in your back, always feel free to keep the hips a little bit lower. I'd rather low hips than an archy back with hips high. Roll the spine down. Good, keep the arms engaged. Curl the tailbone under. Roll the hips up. Make sure you're pressing evenly into both feet. Good, roll the spine down. Just 2 more of those. Curl the tailbone under and lift. And roll it down. Really melt the ribs down into the mat. Good. Roll the hips up. Hold here. In one piece, you tap the hips down. You lift the hips up. 10. Down. 9. Good. Reconnect the arms onto the back. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Bring the feet together. Bring the knees and inner thighs together. Everything touching. Again, we roll the spine up. So curl the tailbone under and peel the spine off of the mat. Maybe the hips don't go as high. Maybe they do, but keep squeezing the inner thighs. Roll the spine down. Just 2 more of those. Roll the hips up and roll it down. 1 more time, roll the hips up. Keep them lifted. Bring the right knee into the chest, lift the leg, flex the foot, and just lower and lift 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Tap the hips down, lift them back up. 3, 2, 1. Place that foot down, feet and knees together. Bring the left knee to the chest, stretch the leg up to the ceiling. Lower and lift 3 times. 3. As the leg goes down, can you lift the hips higher? 2. Easier said than done. And 1. Tap the hips down 3 times. 3. Lift. 2. And 1. Put the foot down. We do that 1 more time. So bring the right knee to the chest. Stretch the leg. Let's point the toes this time. Down and up 3 times. 3. 2, 1. Tap the hips down. 3, 2. Arms strong. 1. Put the foot down. Left knee to the chest. Point the toes. Foot comes down. Leg comes down. And up. 2, 1. Tap the hips down. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips. Foot comes down. Readjust those hips. And then roll the spine down. Good. Let go of your circle to bring your knees to your chest. Make little circles with your knees. Give your low back a little bit of a massage. And then circle the other way. And let's do some side lying legs. So before you lie all the way down, let's place the feet in the hole of the circle so that your circle is on the outer, your pads are on the outer ankles. So once you have that set up, flex the feet hard, reach the arm long, and just lie your head on your bicep. Press that top hand into the mat, and then really try to rip that circle apart with the legs before we even start. From here, we're lifting both legs off of the mat and placing them down with control. So lift and lower, up and down, up and down. If you need to bring the legs forward a little bit, feel free. 5. Let's do 5 more of these. Belly button to the spine. 6, 7, 8. Breathing. 9. Exhale to lift. 10. And bring it down. Good. From here, start with the top leg. Top leg goes on top of your circle. Bottom knee bends. So have that 90-degree bend on the bottom knee, and then come up onto your elbow. Adjust your body. Let me straighten out this circle. It's gonna drive me crazy. So from here, push your belly to the spine, shoulders down onto the elbow, and then make sure your circle doesn't bounce all over the place. Mine is already bouncing, so find that control as you push down and lift. Good. Push down. It's a fun little game to play. How little can you make your circle bounce and rebound? Press down and up. Good. Try to lift away from that arm that's on the floor. Let's do 5 more. 5. Keep a slight bend in the knee so you're really pushing with your muscles of your legs and not pushing into the joints. 2 more. 2. We're going to push down and hold for 5. 4, don't let it bounce. 3, like mine is. 2, and 1, lift it on up. Now grab a hold of that circle. You can scooch back a little bit. Stay on the elbow and flex both feet. So we're really lifting up and away from the floor, working the obliques. Lift the top leg hip height, and then actually this top arm should be nice and straight. So push the circle away from the body. And then use the back of the body to push that circle down. Lift that leg hip height and then sweep it forward. Don't move the rest of the body. And then keep the foot flex as you sweep the leg as far back as you can control. So don't lean forward to let the leg go back. Good. Forward and stretch it back. Good. How long can you keep that top leg? Lengthen longer to reach back. Good. Forward and back. One more time. Forward. Lift away from the floor. Back. Bring top leg over the bottom. As I lift my leg, I'm going to push down. Good. Lift. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. This last one we're going to press and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Good. Switch sides. So again, we're placing both feet through the circle. Good. Press up into that circle, and then like you're trying to stretch that circle apart, lengthen all the way down, lengthen that top arm, rest your head in your bicep. If you need to bring your leg a couple inches forward, feel free, and lift both legs off of the mat. And lift. Five more. 5, and lower. 4, strong, long legs. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Top leg first goes on top of that circle. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. Bottom knee bends about 90 degrees. Come up onto that elbow and push away from the floor. I'm going to push down into the circle as I lift a little taller. Don't let the circle bounce. 9, 8, 6, Find that control. Last one, press down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift with control. Grab a hold of that circle, reach the arm long. Both legs are straight. How tall can you sit? Lift that top leg hip height, sweep it forward. And then sweep it back, try to not lean forward. And another game we can play, press the circle down, keep it pressed as that leg goes back. That arm likes to get light as the leg goes back. So hard. 2 more sets, 2. 1 more set, 1. Good, top leg over bottom. As the leg goes up, you push into the circle. 10, 9, 8. Stay lifted away from the floor in the upper body. 4 more. 4. You got this. 3, 2. This last one, we hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down and come up to seated position. Congratulations, you are finished. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Zola. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.